Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? Thank y'all for joining. It is Sunday. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. We have a great live for you set up. Okay. Y'all pardon me. I know it's what is it, 2 o'clock? I'm still in pajamas, y'all. I don't feel motivated today because I just want to relax today, but I still want to get you guys out the tea. So y'all pardon me for not going on live. I'll go on live probably later today, and I'll go on camera because I know you guys love when I'm on camera so y'all can see me. But nevertheless, we're here. We do have some great tea for you guys. So thank you all for being here. All right. Love you guys down. Thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and get into the show. All right. Let's get it. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Who got in here? Let's see. SD Warren is here. Hey, Lana Thomas is here. My top light mod is in the row. Rose is in the building. Hey, Rose. Felicia is here. Who else we got? Lamar is here. Follow me back. Black is here. Okay, I like the name. Follow me black. Thanks for being here. Yvette McCovery is here. Nikki P is here. S.A. Rump is here. The Angie B is here. Trina Dean is here. LB 12329 is here. Hey, Peanut is here. Says hello. So you told me to come out the bushes and hey, come on here, Peanut. Okay, you welcome in here. Come on in here. Everyone is welcome. As long as everybody act right, don't be here acting a fool, child. I don't mind. Okay. So thank you and welcome to Peanut in the building. Hey, D Nice. Hey, Carletta Passmore. Hey, Miss Mary. Who else? Minky Finky is in the building. Hi. Kelly is here. My other top flight mod, Tiffany Thomas, is in the building. Thanks for being here. Hey. Adrian Wiley is here. MB 1969 is here. Deborah Johnson is here. D Nice is in the building. Hey. Hey, Terry. What's up? Hey, Terry. Who else? Janie is in the building, and Macklin Davis is here. C. Lewis is here, and everybody else joining. Thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and jump into the show because we got some things that you need to know. Y'all know I like to do rhymes over here. Consuela is still says, "Hey, Rail, hi." All right, let's get into the show. Again, everything said is alleged, and of course, for fair use. So of course, racism has not left our earth, and we still have people out here who still feel that the world belongs to them, and not everyone has to live on it. But let's get into this. A Georgia man is charged with disorderly conduct after being caught on camera shouting racial slurs at a security guard outside of a Social Security office. It said that you're the N-word. It's free speech. Now it is free speech, but when you get to hurling insults like that, that can one, get your ass arrested, and two, you probably can get your ass whooped too. Okay, depending on how a person chooses to handle said situation. You got to watch your mouth. Not everybody is gonna let you call them the N-word, even though it does mean a person that is ignorant. That is what they called black people back in the day because they thought that we were uneducated and did not know shit. So they referenced us as the N-word. So nowadays, what is this, 2026? If you just so happen to, as a person of another race, call a black person that, that's very offensive. It's no different than a black person calling a not Asian person, but a Hispanic person a wetback. They don't like that. That's an insult, right? Just like white people do not like to be called, crackers or anything like that. That's an insult. So why not just call a person by their name, or just don't call them anything if it's going to be something negative, right? But this person here, honey, he was out of control, and I have to give it up for this officer here, this security guard, for keeping his shit, because he could have lost it on him and punched him right in the damn face. Not that we promote violence over here, but it's a reaction, right? It's like spitting in somebody's face. It's a reaction after that. But let's get into this. Shout out to the neighborhood talk.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. Want to do it now? Yeah. Take a shot, mother.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm a fucking citizen, you fat shit, man. You're a
No.
You're a fucking nigger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay. What are you gonna do? It's free speech. You fat, ugly shit.
Right in front of the child, too. What is
Get out of here
about?
I'm gonna kick the shit.
So first of all, that's a threat. Now, I think he should have been arrested for more than disorderly conduct, because you did just threaten this person, okay? You did, and it's on camera. So how did he get away with just disorderly conduct? Yes, it was disorderly conduct, and yes, you do have freedom of speech, but then when you threaten someone with physical bodily harm, that is also a crime. Okay, so you got to watch that. You got to watch that. He was very threatening, and you said all of this in front of a child. Like, what is this world coming to, and what would he be so upset about? Did they tell you not getting your Social Security check? Because they said this was at the Social Security office. Did they tell you gonna be getting no more checks, or whatever the case may be? Did you not have all your information that you needed? Were you being disorderly inside and they asked you to leave? I don't know what made him so angry, but sir, you were out of line. What do y'all think about that? Now they're saying that the man's name is Burke. Is seen pointing his finger at a guard and making a lunging motion, which he did while shouting, "You're a N-word." Okay, the man's name is Robert John Burke. Okay, of course y'all saw he's raising yelling racial slurs at the officer. And I gotta be honest, he's really dialed back and did not allow this person to push him to do something to lose his job or be arrested. The video shows other people, including children nearby during the outburst, which was very inappropriate. Says it's unclear what exactly led up to the incident, but Burke was charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct and released on a $1,000 bond. He should have also been arrested for threats. You cannot threaten someone. Like, you should not. But let's move along. This world where people just think they can say and do what they want to do. Lord have mercy. Let's continue on. Rayj child is trying to be a better person in 2026 after he just had to see a judge in late December around Christmas time, where the judge told him he could not be around his children that he has with Princess Love. He could not be around Princess Love either because he pulled a pow on her and threatened to pow her. So he had to go to court. And the judge told him to refrain from being around his children as well as Princess. He was very upset because he couldn't spend time with them for Christmas. He said, "Hey, I bought all these gifts. I put up the Christmas tree, and my kids can't come and be around me." His family, Brandy, he's been having a situation with Brandy, his sister, where she didn't want to be around him because he was acting so erratic. So he goes live. Of course, I can't play it because he's got music blaring in the background. He would, right? Oh, my God. But we'll read what he had to say. If he's trying to turn over a new leaf in 2026, great for him. Because 2025 was not a great year for Rayj, right? So Rayj thanks Brandy and his family for helping him survive a dark time after recently going to jail and being hospitalized, and says that he's on a new wave now, says that some things are going to change this year. He said that last year was a crash out campaign, and indeed it was, right? And so Rayj says that I walked through a season meant to break me, jail, sickness, silence, and loss all at once. He was recently hospitalized, so that could have been a wake-up call for him as well, where they said he had pneumonia, among other things going on with him. So sometimes when you are like at a near-death experience, it kind of will make you reevaluate your life and rethink things like, damn, I need to change my life because this person that I've become, I don't like this person, right? And I don't want to go out like this. Most of everybody try to be saved and all that when they about to die, and it look like they about to start seeing that white light, as they call it, child. But he says, I take full accountability for my mistakes. God still spared my life when I didn't deserve it. He said that alone humbles me. He says my family covered me. My prayers carried me. My health forced me to put the bottle down and face myself. He goes on to say that to the ones who love me and the ones who counted me out, thank you. He says, I love you on God. I miss my kids so much. I will be with you soon. Hashtag eyes red, God's plan at Brandy. So he added a message to Brandy. Brandy has pulled back from fooling with Rayj because he continues to embarrass her because he has such an erratic behavior. He went to her The Boys Mind tour with Brandy, and he was acting crazy there. She allowed him to come up on stage and, apologize and kind of be in a great space with her. He got up there acting a fool too. I was just like, you know what? Like, Rayj, I don't know. Okay. But hopefully he's getting off the drugs and all the other stuff he had going on, and he's really trying to change his life around. Obviously, you heard him here say he does miss his kids, but you got to change your behavior because you cannot be pulling out weapons on their mother. Your daughter was literally in Prince's arms when you pulled this weapon, and that had to be traumatic, right? He's lucky he even got a bond to get out behind that. That could be seen as a terroristic threat, like for real. And suppose that pow would have gone off by mistake, right? Somebody's life could have been taken or worse. Like, I mean, come on now. That's too much, Rayj. It's time to pull it back. If you see in the light of day, honey, I really hope that's the case. All right, we'll just keep our hands stretched towards you, like they say in church, and we will keep prayers up going for Rayj, because baby, he 2025 was definitely a crash out for you. Could Keyshia Cole be getting blackballed from the industry? All right, so Keyshia Cole reveals, I saw this post and I wanted to share it. Y'all know she's trying to revive her career, child. She's been trying to tour and people not feeling her. They've been saying, girl, you need a new stylist. You sound horrible on stage. Keyshia Cole used to be that girl, all right? In the early 2000s, Keyshia Cole was that girl. Like every song she put out, I was like, okay, that's a bop. I like a lot of her songs, you know, Sent from Heaven, Should Have Let You Go. I can keep going, child. She got some nice hits. Love. Y'all know Love was one of her biggest hits, okay? Last Night, the song she did with Diddy. I like that song. That's a nice little bop. But she's getting some pushback. She wants to work with Chris Brown. And she also asked to work with Mary J. Blige. Now, with Chris Brown's, it says that she asked him 4 times to work with him and do a song with him, and Chris Brown has rejected her all 4 times. Now, according to Black Media News, it says that Keyshia Cole reveals that Chris Brown rejected her collaboration 4 times, despite her long career, while Mary J. Blige also declined. So she wanted to work with Mary. Mary was like, wrong answer. Speaking of Mary, again, I told you guys the other day, Mary, she has her show in Las Vegas now. She has a residency that she's been approved for in Las Vegas, so that's going to give her some money, which she needs, because y'all know most recently she just finished wrapping up paying alimony to her ex-husband Kendu Isaacs, like $30,000 a month she had to pay to him. So now that that's over, she's getting ready to get this, well, she has this residency now where she's going to be making a lot of money, so she'll get to make a lot of that money back that she had to kick out to her sorry ass ex-husband because he did not want to go out and get a fucking job. All right, so moving right along, it says that though disappointed, she says it's all love, claiming that Chris encouraged her to explore musical directions, meaning other places not with me. Because y'all know anything Chris touch is going to be a hit. A lot of people want to work with Chris Brown, but he is very selective in who he works with, because he's like, hey, my name is on the line. I don't want to be on something that doesn't appear to be a hit. Not saying that Keyshia Cole can't make a hit, but maybe he just doesn't see it with her. Maybe their collaborations is just not something that he wants to touch right now, okay? It is said that Keyshia is kind of problematic to work with, so maybe Chris doesn't want to work with that. Plus, he does have a temper and an attitude, so who wants to be arguing in the studio? And, you know, I'm just saying hypothetically. But again, she did reveal that 4 times she did ask him to work with her, and he said no. What do y'all think about that? Would you guys want to see a collaboration with Chris Brown and Keyshia Cole? I'd just rather hear Chris. I'm just saying. Keyshia, I like you too, but if the man is saying no, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. All right. I think Chris would know what a hit would be, child. All right, let's continue on. Did I forget to pull that up? Oh, I'll get it here in a second. All right, let's continue. Somebody said no, they do not want to see it. Okay. Well, let's get into Porsha. Porsha says she's got a lot of projects and things coming up that she has going on rather. Y'all know she has Real Housewives of Atlanta that's getting ready to be coming back here soon, in like a month or so, season 17. Y'all know she has a new storyline where she's dating a girl. I still don't believe that she's really dating this person. I feel like it's all storyline related. But let's get into Porsha and all the things she says she has going on. Shout out to Housewife from a Housewife. Let's go.
Traders was fun.
Yeah.
Traders was fun. And then I'm also doing a podcast with my sister. And
Of course.
Yes. So we'll be starting that in the new year.
Nice.
Yeah. So
the plate is full, girl.
And then 2 other shows that are coming up. But yeah, I try to stay busy. But to be honest with you, as busy as I am, I decided before I retired from Housewives took a hiatus, that I was going to have blocks of time in there for my family. So even though it seems like I'm always busy, I do still have a lot of downtime. But Traders was fun.
Yeah.
Traders was fun. And then I'm also doing a podcast with my sister. And
of course.
Yes. So we'll be starting that in the new year.
Nice.
Yeah. So
the plate is full, girl.
And then 2 other shows that are coming up. But yeah, I try to stay busy. But to be honest with you, as busy as I am, I decided before I retired from Housewives took a hiatus, that I was going to have blocks of time in there for my family. So even though it seems like I'm always busy, I do still have a lot of downtime. But Traders.
So what do you guys think? She says she and Lauren, her sister Lauren, they're going to start up a podcast. Are you guys interested in watching a podcast between Lauren and her sister Porsha? I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out like one time, and if it strike my interest, if they're talking about something that's worthy of listening to, I may. I give anything almost anything a chance. But if it's not interesting, I got to keep it moving, right? So shout out to Porsha for doing her thing. I know she has several businesses on the side that she has. Her Go Naked Hair, which I hear is doing very, very well. She has her sheets and her bed linen company that I hear is doing pretty good as well. A lot of people are purchasing in that. She is currently the highest paid housewife, so that's going to be coming up soon where she'll be getting those checks in. She was just on Trader, so she did get a check for that, but they did boot her off. So of course that's over, but she has her hands in quite a few things. So shout out to Porsha for doing her thing. All right, no hate here, no hate. Moving right along, let's get into Candiace dealing with her hating ass. She's still talking about Porsha sleeping with or threatening to sleep with somebody's husband. Candiace, you don't have shit going on. I'm convinced. You got a whole new baby at home, but you just got your damn Ratatouille nose to the damn streets. I told y'all she looked just like Ratatouille with a wig on. You keep your Ratatouille nose to the streets and always got something to say. You have such a hard on for Porsha. And Porsha do not do interviews talking about her. Like, she does not do interviews. Maybe that you're trying to be relevant still. Like, she said she wasn't coming back to Real Housewives of Potomac, thank the Lord. But she just, every single interview, like, they can ask her, so when is your music coming out? It's coming out good, but you remember that one time when Porsha was threatening to sleep with somebody's husband? Like, she be on that. You get out of here and stop talking always about somebody else and focus on you. If you're not coming back to the show, talk about what businesses you have. Talk about finally if Chris, your husband, started paying child support for the kids that he had when you went out here and had another baby with him anyway, right? Like, why would you want to have a baby with a man who ain't already taking care of the kids that he already have? I said it before, but you're so fixated on Porsha. Every other interview is Porsha this, Porsha that. Like, damn, do you want to carpet munch her? Shit. But let's get into what she had to say, because this just dropped just literally just dropped. So shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Let's get into this damn Ratatouille ass bitch right here.
Oh, Porsha.
She says in her exit interview, she revealed that she knew you were a traitor.
Child,
in her interview with Rayj, she said Candiace, she flat out lied. She claimed Michael Rappaport said something about putting all the housewives in a grave.
Which he did.
And she knew I'd ask him about it.
Why would I know that,
That
Porsha?
was a setup.
Girl.
I didn't expect that from her. And separately with Shadow and Act, go off, Porsha. You worked the room real quick.
Okay, get her story.
For her to set me up like that, then act like she had my back at the round table. That's not what housewives do. Now,
What?
I'm not like, obviously,
what do housewives do? Because I recall you threatening to sleep with a lady's husband. Is that what they do? What do we mean?
No, we're not going back to that one.
She
apologized in the tone for that one.
Okay.
Okay. Not okay.
I did not want her to go home. And I set her up. Oh, this reunion's about to be good. Because what do you mean, Porsha? Why would I set you up? You set yourself up. You come rushing in here with your mailboy hat on, ready to start some mess. It wasn't even, Porsha, start some mess. It wasn't even registering what she was saying to me. And if you're coming to bombard me, deny. Like, I don't know what you're speaking of. If Porsha was really serious about like wanting to get to the bottom of something, she would have pulled me to the side. I would venture to say that she was trying to set me up. Because why would you come running into a room and in front of a room full of people, point at me and say, you said this? It to me, that rings, I'm trying to get you caught up in something so that you will say something or stutter. And that's not, my ministry is not stuttering. Start some mess.
They doing a lot over there on Traders, right? So Porsha always find herself. It was the same way with that whole Candy and Phaedra lie. You remember when Phaedra? I remember saying that, and she started all that dramatic crying. And you really said that. Say that you said it. I was just like, oh my God, she's always in the middle of somebody telling a lie. Porsha is, but nevertheless, I have not been watching Traders, so I cannot tell you what is going on the show. But I do know that Candiace, Dillard, and Bassett, honey, you are very much so fixated on anything Porsha. You are a real fan of Porsha, like you really are, and you really need to get your life, honey, because it's just not that serious. All right, let's get into this next topic. All right, so I'm gonna start because I need to read it from here so you guys can get a better understanding of what's going on before we get into it. And before we do that, let me go ahead and upload this because I'm gonna need that coming up as well. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm still here. Why didn't that go over? Okay, hold on. Send it over. Let's try it one more again. So we can look at this with Martel and Sheree because that's on the thumbnail. We got to talk about that. Y'all bear with me, okay? Because Satan is trying to be all up and through my damn computer this morning. 1 second. Let's refresh some things. There you go. It's coming up. There we go. Boom. Hallelujah. Okay. All right, so we got that. Let's pull this. I like all my stuff in order. I despise not having my stuff in order. Oh my God. Okay, so let's pull this back up. All right. So there's a pastor, you guys, from Jacksonville, where he's found himself in a lot of trouble. I don't know why people out here don't want to pay their taxes or whatever. I keep telling y'all, honey, government let you be on a good little payment plan if you need to be. But this pastor here, he was doing the absolute most. Now, Jacksonville minister Brian Carnes has pled guilty to obstructing the IRS after allegedly trying to avoid paying over $600,000 in federal taxes. Maybe you do not want to play with the feds. You do not want to play with the feds. Now, prosecutors say that he underreported in his income, used ministry funds and personal expenses, and concealed assets while the IRS attempted to collect. I don't know why I don't know why people don't understand that the IRS, they be on you. Like, they know when you're not, because wherever you're working, they have to report to the IRS what they paid you. All right. A lot of these pastors try to hide money within the church in terms of like offerings and how much they actually made, in terms of how much they report. Like, you cannot get over on the IRS. You just cannot. They do audits and all of that. So they're going to find it. It's going to come out in, like they say, the old people say, in the wash. It's going to come out in the wash, which is the audits, because that's why they continuously audit different businesses. And if they get a red flag that you're doing something that's not on the up and up, yeah, they're going to definitely be investigating your ass until they find out what's going on, right? So I said that he could face jail time with up to 3 years in federal prison. That's it, for $600,000 in defrauding the government. But let's go ahead and let's take this down and get into the video that I found here. Shout out to Larry Reed, because that's why I saw it. All right. Shout out to that. We're going to look at the video. Let me share first, and then we'll make it big. So we can get a clear understanding, because he did admit on this video with Larry Reed that he did do some fraud work. Okay. Child, these pastors, I keep saying, y'all better pay with y'all taxes and stuff, honey, because y'all ain't no different. Just a regular smuggler person. Just because you got on the road back there, honey, you still got to go and pay them taxes. And if you're underreporting, that goes for anyone watching me. If you're underreporting your finances, that's definitely fraud, okay? And they will get your ass. But let's get into this. Brian Carn called in about the $600,000 in taxes, okay? Let's get into it. Shout out to...
We know it's Brian Carn now. Pleads guilty to lying to the IRS to avoid paying over $600,000 in taxes, DOJ, Department of Justice. So this is pretty serious. This is an accounting error when you were younger, your ministry was younger.
Yeah, I was not pastoring yet. It's 11 years ago. But at the end of the day, whatever you don't deal with, it's going to catch up with you, and you got to take responsibility. God has had me to come face to face with things about me that I needed to fix. And I'm open, I'm ready, I'm willing to address those things. And so this is about having ministry integrity, financial integrity. The article said that I hadn't filed my tax return since 2020. Not true. They've been filed 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. All have been filed. I'm going to take responsibility. I'm guilty. I'm sorry. And that's this thing is in the hands of the Lord.
Yeah.
Bring the Lord is like, what I got to do with this? You should have filed them damn taxes and put on there what you really made, and not under the amount, so that you can undercut the government, because that's exactly what it is. You have to file your taxes to the T of what you made. Like, if you made 50K, don't be talking about you did 45K. Like, nigga, you better bump it up to 50 or your ass will be in jail. You better ask Lauryn Hill and Wesley Snipes. They were like, but bitch, we don't give a damn if you were Blade your ass up here in this prison cell, okay, for not paying them taxes. All right, they locked Wesley Snipes and Blade up, and that's the same damn person. All right. They locked Lauryn Hill up and threw her damn guitar in there. Said, get your ass in there and sing on your guitar, but you're gonna serve this good time, right? They lock up celebrities left and right. Bill Cosby's ass had to be locked up. He went in there blind the first 3 days in court, and after that he could see. They locked his ass right the hell up. All right. They said, we don't give a hot damn if you were on the Cosby Show. Take your ass up in there. All right. So y'all you better pay shit up. All right. If you ain't got it, you better call and make arrangements and get on payment plan. Okay. Masika, Keyshia from Love and Hip Hop is out here setting up Fetty Wap. Let's get into that. Y'all know Fetty Wap is her baby daddy. He just got out of jail not even a month ago now. And y'all know immediately as soon as his feet touch soil, baby, here she go on social media, just talking junk, going off on Fetty Wap. Now, Rayj is the guy who is exposing her because Rayj is the person who says that Masika reached out to him for some type of hit that he was supposed to do on Fetty Wap, and he declined the offer. Okay. Now, Rayj was going to mess around with Masika, but he declined because he said she's such a loose girl. Now, Rayj used to date Bambi, which is back with Lil Scrappy now. Okay. They dated for a while. He was also seen on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for a few episodes, and he and Bambi broke up because he was really using Bambi for clout and to be on the show. But Masika, he said in this video that Masika asked him to go and try to rob Fetty Wap and get some expensive watch that he had up off him. It was definitely money, money motivated, I would say. But Masika is a dangerous person. Stay away from people like that who try to coerce you into robbing a person, setting a person up, because you can go to prison for that shit. Okay. And she probably still can now that Rayj is talking about it. Thank God he's, getting it up off him. And thank God he didn't decide to do that. That's some first 48 for my man bullshit right there. Masika, you need to be ashamed of yourself because regardless to the fact that if you don't like Fetty Wap, he is the father of your child, your oldest daughter. So the fact that you would ask another person to run up on this man and do something to him, like, girl, you need to be locked the hell up, okay? Because that's too much. I'm gonna put up the trigger just because of the content of what we're talking about, but her ass needs to be locked the hell up after this right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and share it so y'all can see. Okay. I said, damn, Masika, you on that kind of time, girl? Setting niggas up to get. All right, so let's go ahead and share. Let's go. So that this is how slimed out women are today. Shout out to Tony the Closer, because that's why I saw it.
Up at her high. So she can't get me, trying to get me to rob the. She's like, the got his chain on him. He got his jewelry. I got his guns. You ain't got to worry about that. So I'm like, man, I ain't finna rob Fetty Wap. I ain't finna take nothing that man. Like, he seemed like I met him. He seemed like a player to me. You feel me? So I ain't want to do it. So she get mad. Bitch ass, you scary, you ass. Bitch, I ain't scared. Like, why I'ma rob this man for? Like, you wildin', bitch. That hoe that hoe got a problem, bro. And cause I ain't want to rob Fetty Wap for her, she started talking shit. So I never f with her again.
Wow.
And I gave my bro her number, and he started that bitch. To try to get me to rob Fetty Wap part, it's like that girl crazy, and that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I would never want to deal with no woman like that. They get mad at and try to get a nigga to set me up. Like, what if I was a hoe ass nigga and I was broken? I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Cause she showed through the play out there.
Mm-hmm.
She showed through it out there. Like, so it like.
That's like some premeditated shit right there, right? You that mad at a person that you a solicit, a guy that you try to holler at that turned you down to go and rob your baby daddy because you mad at him? That's some for my man shit right there, right? I don't like that.
If I was a hoe ass nigga, I was mad any type of way. Like, this when Fetty Wap was hot at the time. You feel me? So if I was a hoe ass nigga any type of way, like, man, she just tell me, man, he in the house. He got the key, the door unlocked. You can go in there. He got his watches on. I got both of his guns. I took it from him, so he don't got no gun. I'm like, man, this whole out of line. Bro, I'm scared of you, mama. Because, like, listen, I don't want nobody to do me like that.
Wow. That's wild. Masika should be.
Fetty Wap at her high. So she can't get me, trying to get me to rob the.
That's wild. We ain't gonna play it again. What y'all think? Masika Keyshia, honey, from Love and Hip Hop's been exposed for trying to get Fetty Wap robbed out here in these streets, child, and have probably some other things because, of course, he's not going to give up his stuff all willingly, right? So you're going to probably harm him in order to take his prized possessions like his jewelry, his watch, and all of that. He's probably going to fight for his shit. So it's going to get violent. And if you're gonna pull on him too, then that's definitely robbery, that's burglary, like not burglary, but robbery, like that's something else to put your child's father in harm's way for whatever reason, because you mad at him or because you guys had some words. That's a dangerous female right there, honey. That's a black widow. But y'all sound off on that, honey. I would not be surprised if they come pick her ass up for that. I would not be surprised, because baby, that's a dangerous person. Moving right along, okay? Let's get into some Claressa Shields news. I'm about sick of her. Now, y'all know she does have a fight coming up here soon. But it looks like she's trying to give Boosie a job, since y'all know Boosie, child, he ain't got to spend no time in jail. So Claressa Shields, she taps Boosie for her undisputed rematch walkout in Detroit. So she wants him. Y'all know how when they walk into the ring, they have, you know, like a rapper or somebody like performing their music for her to walk down the aisle to go up to the ring to fight. So it looks like Boosie might get a little bag off this, since the quote out here saying that she's, you know, she paid like that. She did just sign an $8 million deal. So she gonna, of course, have to pay him. I don't think Boosie gonna do the shit for free. But let's go and get into it. Shout out to Ball Alert. Okay.
Claressa Shields, you already know I've been rocking with you. I'm walking out the champ, the world champ, the champion of the biggest. Boosie walk, you better get your tickets right now. Detroit, February 22nd, and I'm coming turn up. Yeah, I'm coming out with the champ. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, Boosie, the boxing. Ain't no play.
I'm gonna be watching that fight, because y'all know I like boxing anyways. So I'll definitely be watching. Okay, but she got a good opponent this time. Old girl got hands. Her opponent Cruz got some hands. So Shields, you better train. You better stop worrying about papoose and get your ass up off this internet and go train, because baby, Cruz got hands. Okay, so this is their second time fighting. Okay, she kind of gave her the business the first time too. She was a great opponent. She didn't go down easy. So the fight is coming up Sunday, February 22nd. So I'll be watching, okay, as I always do, to see what the girl's gonna be doing. I like a good boxing match, so y'all gonna be watching. Boosie is pumped. He was like, I'm gonna get acquainted and I'm gonna be there, girl. Okay, of course, you know he probably got free tickets for performing, so he should. But shout out to Boosie for that. All right, I had some more Claressa Shields news. Let me go ahead and get into that right quick while we're on her, so we ain't got to skip around, because y'all know I love order, honey, right? Let me pull it up. Now she's saying, because a lot of people had some things to say about Claressa, like, girl, like what is this with you and Pap? So she's saying that he is not. A lot of people were questioning her about Papoose being her manager and et cetera, et cetera. We're going to go ahead and look at some things that she has to say here, because I pulled what she had to say about Papoose. That's a cute picture of her, though. Okay. Eyelashes, makeup, beat. Okay. Yeah. Come on, lip liner. Yes, that's a good picture. All right. So she says, don't try to diminish this man's character. Papoose is a helpful man. That's just how he is. It take a lot to piss him off. Said that he's very loyal and solid. Word is bond to him. She goes on to say, Papoose is not my manager. Mark Tafet Media is my manager. She says, I don't get nothing or nobody play with my money, or let nobody play with my money. Since I've been with Pap, he has created opportunities for me to get bags. So all that talk was cap. So she's saying he is not her manager. So every time we see him in the, while she's training and while he's helping her train and all that, because a lot of people just like, oh, y'all dating now, he your manager now? Because we just kept seeing him in all of her business stuff. You know, whenever she's trying to handle business, he's right there. He's like speaking up for her when she's training. He's like right there. So I'm like, damn, I get it, you dating, but like tell his ass to stay home so you can handle your business. I get it. He's giving you a lot of business opportunities, kind of like he did with Remy Ma, but you better watch that, because then he gonna want his money on the back end like he's doing with Remy Ma, right? He says Remy owe him millions of dollars for, he says, songs and hits that he wrote for her that he never got money for, but you ain't wanting the money till she filed for divorce and didn't want you no more, right? Now, as long as y'all was together, he was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Yeah, I wrote the song. It was a hit. Yeah, Papoose wrote that. But as soon as Remy did not want to be with him no more, now here he comes saying, hey, I ain't signing no divorce papers until she paid me X amount of millions of dollars because I wrote all these hits and I gave her these business opportunities. So you better keep him out of your business too much, Claressa, because then he going to come back and spin the block on your ass that way if y'all fall out and be wanting his shmoney. Okay, that's what it gives. Because, we see the track record between him and Remy. All right, so Claressa goes on to say that I'm a reading between the lines type of person. even if the lines are lies, says I have a lot of respect for the truth. I heard so many lies today. It was crazy. I don't know. Said it was my Breakfast Club interview. Y'all remember that triggered. Said that the Breakfast Club interview triggered her much. Of course, because they were talking about Remy. And this time Remy name is brought up. She's very uncomfortable. Said it just wait until I address the lies, according to her. She says, good night. Now, if I wake up tomorrow to some more bullshit, it's going to be a problem. Girl, you can't fight everybody, right? She goes on to say that Honda says that Airbnbs, hotels, man, stop. Said it is crazy how everybody broke. Now, why everybody got to be broke? Because you just got 8 million. Everybody's not broke, okay? Everybody's not broke, sis. She says, I'm sorry to tell you, but I fight too good to be broke. All my cars are 2022s and 2023s. Pap drive a Benz. Most recently a Bentley truck, because I see she's renting him a Bentley truck. So you got him a Benz and a Bentley. Go off, okay? I wouldn't leave either. Shit. Says, and got his own place. Everyone know my houses, that's plural, that I got. No need to speak lies when the truth will set you free. She always have to prove something to somebody. She goes on to say that we've been living our best life since mid-August of last year. I really enjoyed our private relationship for some reasons like this. All these people judging a situation they know nothing about. Pap is separated way before I came along. He was still in the house, love. There's a whole video of you guys sitting on Tamron Hall. Do I need to pull that shit up? You admitted that you called him and were having private conversations with Papoose while he was in the same room with Remy. And even went as far as telling him to get a second phone because Remy was going through his phone and seeing the conversations between the two of you guys talking and texting. So if they were separated, why was he still in the same house with Remy? Why were they still, doing things together as husband and wife? Why were you asking him to sneak and have conversations with you if it was like that, if he was a free guy to be out and about? Separated does not mean divorce. And I keep telling y'all that. Okay. Right. You don't have to walk down everything that you have. Like, girl, just live your life. I think everybody know they see you in all of these fights. They see you spending money, like all of this, Louis Vuitton that you just purchased, like $30,000 of Louis Vuitton. We just saw you purchase a watch for $50 with a bracelet for like $16,000. We know you have money. I don't think you need to always remind people that you have money. I mean, 2022, girl, that's irrelevant. Who gives a fuck, right? But to sit up and say that you and Papoose, that he was separated way before you came on, that's not true. That's not true. And he's still not divorced. And what are we going into 2026? He's still not divorced. And you talking about having a whole baby with him and building a life with him. Like, that is not a flex, Tammy Jr. We just talked about Tammy Waka Flocka's ex, yesterday, day before, where she is with a guy who is still married, even though he's separated. She just purchased a house with him. They just purchased a nice, expensive Rolls Royce. My thing is, stop building with men that are still married, because it can go either way. So that's not a flex. A lot of people like their relationship in terms of Claressa Shields and Papoose. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, Remy did the things that she did as well. But bottom line is, she and Papoose are still married. If something were to happen to Papoose today, you wouldn't get shit. And that's just period. You wouldn't get a damn thing, because Remy is still the what, girl? Wife, right? Moving right along. I don't know why that's such a flex for people. I just don't understand it, girl. Get that ring, get the divorce, and then get the ring, and then talk all that shit, okay? All right, let's get into this other sneak peek of Married to Medicine, because they did drop another trailer. So let's get into that. All right. The girls are acting up. I see 398 watching. Thank y'all for being here. Let's get into it. I'm Married to Medicine, honey. This says, check out the new sneak peek from season 12, episode 7 of Married to Medicine. Let's see what they're talking about.
Hey, ladies.
Hi, ladies. How we doing? I'll get you guys started with waters in the meantime.
Please.
I got you.
Can we have drinks too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, it's been one of those weeks.
Oh, it's been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't have been if you would have came to the family reunion, even though it was a dry family reunion.
Are you kidding me?
The place did not allow alcohol.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
At some point.
I got turkey wings here for you.
Brandon. Oh, you got some too? Thank you. So wait a second. So this was like a really sweet event. Who came for you?
Hold on. Let's talk about who came for Heavenly. She did have a brother that showed up.
What?
That she said she just found out about.
A brother? Have we had a DNA test?
That's what I said.
I thought it was very strong of my brother to come because he said he was nervous about meeting me.
Would you be open to doing a DNA test?
Absolutely. If he was.
So this person just comes up to you and say, hey, I'm your brother. Even though they kind of do favor when I showed y'all the video before, they kind of do have similarities facially. But still, nowadays, baby, it's 2026. Anybody can favor somebody else. They say everybody has a twin out there, right? But girl, you need to get a paternity test because you have people who watch the show and will try to, attach themselves to you because of who you are, right? Anybody can say I'm your brother or your sister. Paternity test is definitely needed to seal the deal on that. You can't just let people walk up to you and claim you, child.
If he was,
What y'all think about that? So Heavenly has already, I have a brother. She's running around telling everybody she has a brother, but you ain't did no paternity test. So how do you know? Because it's nothing for somebody to be able to pull up your information online. And because you did, on a few episodes on Married to Medicine, you did take everybody to Florida to show where you stay. You talked about your mom and your dad and all of that. So just because a person come in and give you information about yourself and say, oh, I'm your brother, that does not mean that they're absolutely your sibling. But she did say that her brother was born, I think, 4 or 5 years after her. And her father obviously was cheating. He was in the military. He was cheating and had a whole nother family or something like that going on. And so Heavenly was very much so upset about that. Like, oh, my dad stepped out. Girl, it happens. People do that. That's especially back in the day. A lot of men back in the day had two families, like his real family where he go home every day, child, and Miss Roberta. And then he had Miss Jackie across town where he had kids and stuff over there as well. So that's not out of the ordinary for someone to have an outside child if he's stepping out. I mean, shit, look at Martel. We get ready to talk about him here in a second. All right, what do you think about that? What do y'all think about that? So y'all let me know. So let's get into this Martel news. All right, because I know that's why y'all are here. So I found this topic according to Braxton Family Values fan page with the situation between Sheree and Martel. Y'all know they fake dated. I'm gonna say fake dated. I don't feel like they were together for real. I feel like she was helping him with an opportunity on the show to kind of help him get a little bag because he's broke. And I feel like he was trying to make Ariane and Melody jealous. I feel like his relationship with Sheree was only to make Melody jealous into coming back to him. It's kind of like reverse psychology. Men do it all the time. When they want you, they'll mess with somebody who they really don't care about like that, or who they feel like is a little flex. Because, they say, oh, Sheree is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sheree. But then again, I feel like Sheree was using Martel, saying that was her boyfriend. And I do feel like it was all for purposes of making people jealous, like Ariane, because he was running around saying Ariane was his woman, but then you've seen out with Sheree, you in New York with her and all types of shit. So let's go ahead and read up what they're saying here. Then we're going to talk about it. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you guys long. All right, according to BFV fan page, Sheree Whitfield recently opened up about her decision to step away from Martel Holt, making it clear that the choice was rooted in self-respect and clarity, not finances. Okay, well, we know her finances ain't so good either. We just talked about her the other day, right? Now, it goes on to say that Sheree shared that Martel showed up strong in the beginning and was a true gentleman, attentive, and present in ways that she genuinely appreciated. I bet he was strong in the beginning. That's Martel's MO. He did the same shit with Mel, right? Says, however, in my Kimmy voice, as time went on, she began to unravel the truth and discovered that he had been dishonest about several things. How about like Ariane, you got a whole damn side baby in the fact that that's the reason why you lost your marriage in the beginning, and the fact that you were still trying to get Melody back. Like his heart, I feel like, was still always with Melody, but he was using other people in order to try to draw her back in to say, oh, I know she's going to come running back if she see me with this person. But it didn't work. She never came back. So, and of course, he wanted to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is something he always wanted to do, because he did say that back in the day that he and Melody talked about possibly being, I think they were offered to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta or something to that effect. So for him to be able to finally be on the show, that was a little flex for him, right? And he used Sheree, which was the weakest link to do it, because we know Sheree have an appetite for sorry ass, felonious type men, right? The guy that she dated before him, Tyrone, we already know what Tyrone was bringing. Tyrone spent years in prison for fraud type shit, right? But let's continue on. So she saw some shit about some dishonest things about him. Several things, according to her, right? His finances, we knew he was lying about that. He was staying in houses that his ass was supposed to have been put out of because he was squatting. All right, Martel had a lot of shit going on. Now, while the two remain cordial and consider each other friends, Sheree emphasized that Martel's unresolved baggage from his previous marriage made reconciliation impossible, right? Who want to be with somebody who's still salivating over their ex-wife, right? Who? Now, do I believe the two of them slept together? I believe they did. I think Sheree slept with him. Do I feel like it was a real relationship? I do not. I feel like Sheree was using him to be on the show to get an extra bag. I feel like they used each other in that situation. I feel like Martel was using her for clout and attention, and as well to be on the show, and to also make Ariane jealous and to make her do what she wanted him, because I see Martel doing that, right? Now, I said that she was also clear that money was never a factor, that she has more than enough on her own. Well, where is it, girl? Because you got liens, you got the IRS coming after your ass, you got contractors that you ain't paid, that's suing you and coming for you as well. So where's all this money you have on your own? Because we know it's not coming from your She by Sheree line, right? Now, for Sheree, it says that character, honesty, and how a man treats a woman matters far more than income, which we know Martel did not have and still don't have, right? And once trust was broken, she knew that it was time to walk away. Now, I did see on there, once she announced that they were not fake dating anymore, that she did block Martel, okay? At one point, she did block him. So whatever happened between the two of them, maybe it was some Ariane shit, because, you know, Ariane was going on live and lighting Sheree up, honey, calling her old bitch. Sheree was responding saying, bitch, I might be old, but I'm cold. Y'all remember that whole exchange where Ariane was losing her shit, seeing Martel and Sheree walking around the streets of New York. He had on a baseball cap like he was trying to hide, but he was seen out in public with Sheree, but never out in public with Ariane, right? It wasn't just till recently we started seeing Martel going out like at the with the little horse race thing over there with the Fletchers, where he took Ariane to, where she looked a hot freaking mess, to some kind of game at the college there in Alabama, okay? Alabama, whatever, Alabama, whatever it was, child, some kind of football game they were seen together with, where Ariane had on them dirty run over tennis shoes, stand up there smiling with Martel like she had a prize, knowing his broke ass ain't have shit to offer her, probably put some bumps. Anyway, but so yeah, do I feel the two of these people use each other? Yes. But whatever happened between the two of them that made Sheree not want to fool with him again. Sheree also cut off Destiny. She also blocked Destiny. She wasn't fooling with Destiny anymore as well. Because, you know, any woman that Martel is seen with and or dating, Destiny is not far behind, honey. Destiny was seen at Sheree's house. Destiny will be hanging out. I do remember where they were going live talking about when Sheree had some type of, I want to say, New Year's Eve party or something going on, to the fact where Destiny was there as well, and she was giving all the deets of what was going on between Martel and Sheree as well. So she always knows more about Martel's business than Martel does. But at the end of the day, Sheree kind of cut off everybody that was close to Martel, because she don't have nothing to do with them. You guys remember Sheree being on Love and Marriage Huntsville, where they were all salivating over her. Kimmy was like, oh my God, it's Sheree. Like, girl, Sheree ain't nobody. Sheree is not nobody. Even Marcel was like, oh, he was able to pull Sheree. They were doubting. Even they were doubting that they were in a real relationship, right? Even they were doubting that they were in a real relationship. But from what we see here, Sheree was like, yeah, it didn't have nothing to do with money, because she had her own money. I feel like Martel was just there for the ride and was really trying to make Melody jealous into coming back with him. I mean, yeah, to come back with him, because Mel was just done with his ass. But that's the new updated thing with Sheree and Martel, in terms of them not being together or fake together anymore, because I don't believe they were ever in any relationship. Y'all can put in there what y'all think. Let me look at some comments before we get out of here, though. Mary says Sheree isn't at all interesting to me. No, she's not. Sheree is very dry. And somebody coincidentally just said it. Sheree is very dry. Thank you so much, AMI 8753. Yes, she is very, very dry. Probably down there too, because she ain't had a man since a man seen her. D-Nice says that at AMI she is a snake, and that's not all of that. Okay. Yes, let's look at some more. Y'all know I called Destiny Tackleberry since she was out here telling everybody she had a little pow. Child, ain't nobody scared of that. Anybody scared of your water gun, girl? All right. Mary White says that Destiny Tackleberry Peyton Buckeye Benny was his madam. Child, she was in charge of the girls, honey. Destiny was in charge of the girls like Della Reese. AMI 8753 says a good choice. Destiny acts like a snake. Yes, she does. She does. But she be knowing more about Martel women and who he's dating and what's going on with his women. I mean, weird, right? It's weird. So it says the coleslaw is the only food that will put up with Martel. Yeah, she's not going anywhere. She's just happy to be a part of. Anytime a person say that like she said, Martel is her man. But then you online telling women if you wanna talk to Martel, if you want to hook up with Martel, dropping his DMs and he'll answer you. So it's given like, are you participating in this extracurricular activities? Because I'm hearing that threesomes and stuff like that was going on. So Ariane, were you? Well, yeah, you were, because didn't Marceau said at Destiny's little picnic thing that they had on the show that Ariane was a pass around, and that she was, that several of them had already seen her in action like that, right? Like she was being passed around, like in terms of a train ran on her. So it's possible that Martel was using Ariane for those types of situations. And it gives that when he was with Melody, he wanted her to partake in that as well. And maybe she declined, because I do remember Destiny trying to run around saying that she was groomed and all this shit on the show, which I don't believe that shit. Who's grooming you, child? When you already sat there and said in high school you were with women, that you had relationships with women and threesomes and shit like that when you were in high school. So can't nobody groom a bitch that's already well versed in what she's doing, right? So D Nice says that Sheree didn't want the added shit to deal with. Says Ariane, his kids, his finances. I agree. Said that she didn't take care of her own kids and her finances, all of that, right? All right, we're gonna look at a few more comments, then we're gonna get out of here. Mary says that I guess she better call Tyrone. Child, Tyrone ain't picking up for her. Tyrone is not picking up for her ass. True TV Podcast says that Well said that that's the case. His nickname is very befitting. Child, okay. Chelsea says allegedly Hotel has other kids. He does. We covered that right here. You guys remember I covered that. It's a whole video out there where Martel does have a daughter with another female who outed him and even talked about some things with Melody and Ariane. She knows Ariane as well. She put it out there. She knows Tisha and Marceau. She said she met them. She even know Wanda. She read Wanda down, talking about Wanda's hair. Called her country, said that she wear 3 hairstyles on one head. Y'all remember that? I covered it right here. But the woman said that Martel was being very abusive towards her and threatened her if she ever came forward. But she was like, fuck it, I don't care no more. So she did put it out there that she does have a daughter with Martel. So instead of him having 5 kids, I think it's 6. It may be 7 or 8, child. Who knows? Who knows with Martel? That's just what we know of in terms of who came forward. But the girl is actually a nurse, okay? The girl is a nurse. And she came forward to out Martel, to say that Martel threatened her and told her if she came out and tried to make her sign a form saying that she would not talk about it. And she was like, I'm not signing shit. Okay. But she did out him, and she did talk about how Tisha, when she did see Tisha in some grocery store and she was with Marceau, that Tisha was staring at her up and down, like staring at her body, because she was like, the girl that Martel was messing with and had the baby with was very curvaceous, and said that Tisha was just like staring at her up and down and like looking at her body, and she felt very uncomfortable. I was like, oh shit, maybe no wonder Tisha ran out here and got her body too, because that's what Marceau likes. Marceau like big booty girls, right? He said that at the reunion. The girl that he was cheating with in the phone, that had the picture in his phone, was a big booty Judy. So Tisha ran out here and got her a big butt, and the man still won't stay home. But so Kim Jones said that Sheree ain't no flex when it comes to Melody. Says that maybe that bed bug, but not Mel. Child, Ariane is not a flex either. Okay, the chainsaw lips is not a flex. Okay, and ain't. Shout out to the 500 watching. Somebody said stop lying, Sheree. It was a deal breaker with that loser. Yeah, I think it was embarrassing once everything kind of came out. And Sheree says, let me quietly disconnect myself from Martel. She blocked his ass, and that was it. Martel was like, oh, Sheree is still my friend. He was still on the show, still trying to keep that shit going. Yeah, Sheree is still my friend. We don't talk as much as we used to, but yeah, I'm still cool with her. How you cool with her and she blocked you, Martel? Like she knew you were she knew you was full of shit. That's what it was. Said, yep, and Miss Jackie would visit Miss Roberta pretending like she is a friend, all the while sliding Miss Roberta's husband, child. Oh, girl, you better tell it. Yes, I didn't say Miss Roberta. Yes, y'all know. Let me get back to the end. OMG, my God. All right, one more comment. All right, so Mary says that how Destiny Tackleberry Peyton Buck. Oh, we read that one. Mary, I can always count on you to come through, right? Sylvia Blow says again, Rail, you make my day. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching. We had over 500 up in here today, child, on a good old Sunday evening. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. I'll be back. I'll tap back in with you guys, because usually Sundays have a lot of tea and news that I know you guys can use. All right, but y'all sign off on what y'all think about this whole Sheree and Martel situation. I said that's a crock of bull, right? D Nice says great show, Caramel. Everyone enjoy this beautiful Sunday. It's almost 80 here. jealous. It's like 23 degrees here. It's freezing. I'm in Atlanta. It's cold here, y'all. Oh my God. Jack Frost is up out there. They were talking about getting snow here. We haven't got it yet, but it is like freezing here. So y'all bundle up, stay warm. If you guys got to go out, honey, make sure you warm your cars up and stay warm and be safe out there if you guys are in a state that have snow. Okay. Yes. Hey, Kelly. Yes. Thanks for being here. Somebody said it's snowing in New York City. Yes. I got family in New York and New Jersey. So yeah, I know that. But you guys be safe and stay warm out there. Okay. Definitely. Let's get on out of here. Let me thank my top flights and then my people's chat. My mods, thank y'all so much. Tiffany Thomas, thank you. Rose Armstead, thank you. True TV Podcast. To my content creators who usually come through and support, thank you so much. Stu Queen B, Black Women in the Building. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee, Simple Mom Family TV. Thank you, Janetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Dear Reed Talk. Thank you so much, Schoolboy, if you're in the chat as well or in the bushes, because I know a lot of people like to be in the bushes because they're busy. What y'all think, though? Thank y'all. Please comment on all the topics. Please like the video. Please, I see you still, Queen B. Thanks for being here. And also hype up this video, you guys. And please go over to my other channel, Rayj's World, and subscribe if you haven't done it. If you guys are subscribed already to Kim and Rail Show, go on over to Rayj's World as well, because they're still supporting your girl, okay? We're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers over there. All right. But love you guys down until the next video. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. Bye. Hood on a good Sunday. Let's get some trap. Hey.